To do it on my phone. Oh, we're live.
We're live? Okay. Good morning,
We're
everybody.
live.
I'm Trina Gunzel, and I'm so excited to be able to interview Joy Villa today on my podcast, First After 40. Now, I'm doing this as part of a special Legacy and Legends series where I'm interviewing authors, celebrities, people who have amazing courses and who are doing incredible content and putting more positivity out into the world. So it is my pleasure today to be able to introduce you to my dear friend and the incredible Joy Villa. Joy, welcome to the show.
Hi. Hello. Thanks, Trina. Thanks for doing this. It's great to be here.
Good morning. It's great to see you. And oh my goodness, you look fabulous. Your skin is radiating.
Very fantastic. I was going to say this is grand. This is grand.
Well, good morning, Joy. Where are you checking in from today? You've been traveling so much. What state are you in today? I think Joy's popping into us from California. So what we're going to do as part of the show is I'm going to be able to check in with our audience today too. I love to see where you are. Oh, I hear Jolene saying she's checking in from Portland, Oregon. We have people all over the country right now. Missouri, hello. Thank you everybody for joining us this morning. So what we're going to be doing is
I'm going to use my phone.
Hi,
I'm going to
Joy.
use my phone, guys. Hi, I'm back. This Wi-Fi was bothering me yesterday. We're going to restart. Let me just go back and come and use my phone because I can't, we're recording this as well. So why don't we
We're going to restart it. That is totally fine. So we're going to go ahead. Joy's going to restart it to be able to come in from her phone so the signal is better. One of the fun things about doing things live is that you get to see where everybody's showing up from. And right now we've got people from New Jersey. Good morning, Christine. Good morning, Edna from Louisiana. Hey, everybody. I'm so glad that you're joining us. Kelly's checking in from Florida. All right. Sherry is from Rocky Mountains. Amazing. And Joy's going to be joining us. She's going to pop back in on her phone so that we get better signal. But what I'm excited to share with you, Michael's checking in from Arizona. Good morning, everybody. Hello, Soul from Oklahoma. All right. Hey, Michael. Did you know Arizona's my home state too? Great to see you. Hi, Christine. Love you too. Thanks for checking in from New Jersey. Wow, we've got a lot of people this morning. Amy from Ohio. Glad to see you. Got 2 devices going. Awesome. All right. Erica's checking in from Kentucky. All right. Hey, Michael. Good to see you. I'm glad to see everybody. So what we're going to be doing this morning, hi, Rosemary from Texas. Everybody's excited to see Joy, and we are going to be able to ask her some specific interview questions this morning. So if you have any questions that you'd love to know, part of my podcast, First After 40, is to get to see some of the behind the scenes. What do our celebrities enjoy doing in their spare time? What are some fun things they love to read? What are maybe some movies they love to watch? Hi, Michael from Colorado and Lindsay from Tennessee. As part of doing this live, we're just checking in. Let me see if Joy's being able to hop back in. Hey, Piper, good to see you. Piper's joining us. We're checking and seeing if Joy's going to be able to hop back in on her phone. One second here.
Back.
I'm just going to.
I'm back. I saw Piper in the chat.
There you
I'm
are.
back, ladies and gentlemen. Excuse the technical things. I'm currently traveling right now, so unfortunately, I'm at the short end of whatever Wi-Fi I can get in hotels. But hello, I'm back.
Yay, that's so much better. We can hear you, Joy, and there's no echo.
You can see me. Hello, everybody. Yes. All right. So I think that since we're recording this too, can we just let's start from the top and then use this we'll intro and everything. How's that sound, Trina?
That sounds great. That sounds great.
And everybody watching now can see the behind the scenes, which is great. All right.
Yeah.
So, boom.
Perfect.
Shalom, Joy's back.
Good morning. So everybody got a chance to hop on, and that's good because more people are even joining the show. So here we go. Ready?
Yes.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Trina Gunzel, and I'm so excited to be able to have a featured guest today on my podcast, First After 40. On this podcast, I've been doing a leaders and legacy series and interviewing authors, celebrities, people who are amazing influencers in the world who have a positive message to share, who have incredible programs, training, and services to meet you right where you are and help lift you up. So this podcast, First After 40, is all about mentoring others, putting more good in the world. And I'm so excited to be able to have my dear friend, an amazing superstar for courage in my eyes. You'll get to know more about that, Joy Villa. Welcome to the show this morning, Joy.
Hello. And just to clarify, I'm not 40.
No, I'm 40, girl. 40, fabulous. You are a baby.
You're 40 though. I can't believe that. You look like you're 32, 33. Like you look like my age. Wow. It's incredible.
Just made my day.
Everybody.
Part of us because I follow your makeup clip.
Yeah, it's always good to see you, Trina.
It's great to see you, Joy, and thank you for those compliments. You're making me blush this morning. Yeah, my babies are 16 and 11 now, so I'm at the point in my life where I'm paying that learning forward, helping people start their own businesses and getting their messages out.
You do a great job, too. That's one of the things I love about you is that you really make mentoring and teaching and helping a way of life. And you're a mom. You know, you're a businesswoman, you're a mom. You run a farm, you're raising teenagers. It's like most people would give up after one of those things.
It's true. And honestly, I think one of the things that drew me to you, and we've been such good friends, is you understand that journey when things are hard. You know, and my son was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes when he was 4 and went into a coma. I was like, are you kidding me? Like, how am I ever supposed to live again and pull myself out of grief? And we had a huge photography studio and we shifted because we needed a more time-friendly business. So mentoring and consulting and training, it's such a great way for people to be able to share their skill set and not be stuck in the 9-to-5 bubble. And I know you travel, you've done so many amazing things, Joy. And I want to talk for a minute about your book. Would that be okay?
Absolutely. I have a copy somewhere around here.
I got my copy right here.
There it is. Even perfect. Even better.
Joy, so when I read your book, I had no idea of the struggles that you had been through. And I'm getting goosebumps actually right now, because a lot of people think when you're a celebrity that, you know, it was just easy for you and life just handed you this. And when I read your story, it touched my heart in such a deep way because I didn't know the depth of the struggles and challenges you went through, Joy. And, you know, to be able to speak to people on that authentic level and say, you know what? You can do hard things. And I've been exactly in your shoes. Can you speak to a couple of those hard points in your life where you showed courage and would possibly be able to mentor someone else to come out of something hard?
Absolutely. It's something that, you know, for a long time, I didn't share it because I felt that shame, you know, shame, blame, regret. You feel all these things that society says, you know, you're not supposed to be vulnerable because it's shameful if you've done anything bad in your past. You're exited out of the cool club, even though every single person and everybody watching right now has done something bad, has done something that they regret. Like, I don't believe in regrets, because if you constantly are in the past feeling like I didn't do this right, you're stuck there. Your energy gets stuck there. And then instead, you need all that energy to be in the present so that we can create a future. So that's one of my winning strategies, has been to focus on the future, focus on the, hey, listen, I'm still here. I'm still alive, no matter what I've lost, no matter how low I may go, no matter how tough times are right now. And I don't even want to say how they seem, because things are hard, but it's temporary. You know, tough times don't last, tough people do. So for me, a lot of people who've read my book, and it became a bestseller. So that's a lot of people. I'm so blessed. Thank you guys, my Joy Tribe. And Trina, you're one of the first, you know, people who read the book and loved it. And you're constantly like, oh, when you said this in your book. I love it when people tell me that too. They remind me of what I wrote. But chapter 7, a lot of people were like, oh, this book isn't just about politics or this or culture or your music. It's about my life. And chapter 7 talks about homelessness. I was homeless for a while. I mean, I didn't even go into all the details on there, but it was
Wow.
rough. I found myself with broken dreams in Los Angeles trying to make it. And if it wasn't for the kindness of my brother, like I slept on his couch. And that was the
Mm.
high point of the homelessness.
Wow.
It was so hard. And he was the only family member I could reach out because our parents had died. So having lost my parents at a young age, I felt like I had to be independent, but also, drugs, alcohol,
Mm.
the party lifestyle, I call the sex, drugs, and
Yeah.
rock and roll, all of that. I was in Hollywood trying to make it. And it's a funny thing
Wow.
as artists, it's very hard for artists, right? Any artists
Mm.
out there know what I'm talking about. I know in the comments there are going to be some artists, but
Yes.
when you have an artistic idea of where you want to go and then you don't get that, and at the
Mm.
core of every true artist, I believe, is the desire to help others. That's always been my core. I want to help others. Like the reason I sing, the reason I create, the reason I write, I tour, I speak is so that I can help others feel better,
Mhm.
feel good, feel empowered, because it's not just enough for me to know something. I want to pass it on. That gives me
Yeah.
great joy, right? No
Right.
pun intended. So,
Yeah.
when
Right.
I was an artist and I didn't get those things, I'm still an artist, but like, when I was homeless and I was trying to make it, and then I ended up sleeping on my brother's couch and trying to go to auditions, trying to get the ability to even get out there, the
Yeah.
struggle, I would feel sad that I didn't get it. So then I would go party. I would go drink.
Mm.
I would go, pick up guys at bars. Like the fact
Yeah.
of the matter is I was trying to self-soothe with bad
Yeah.
habits. And today, thank God, by the grace of God, I don't drink any alcohol. I don't do any drugs, clean and sober, have a great healthy lifestyle. I'm drinking protein shakes, you know what I mean? And I'm vegan. I was vegan
Yeah.
back then too. But so what the biggest struggle I would say is the mental struggle of I want this, I can't get this, thereby, F it all. I'm just going to go drink, or I'm going to go party, or some people go eat their pain away, or go have sex,
Yeah.
anything the real thing though, is that is a hole. It's a God shaped hole. It's a spiritual hole inside us. And the
Mhm.
only way we can feed that is to actually create on our purpose. That was when I found out, okay, the frustration, I can acknowledge that, I can be vulnerable, but I need to go back in and create on my purpose, not expend all this energy to parties and trying to be cool. And nowadays it's
Right.
social media. I mean, back then there was social media as
Yeah.
well, but it's a lot of this. So that was my biggest struggle. And I'll tell you, going back, because I don't want to sound like I'm avoiding those what things I was struggling with. I mean, I was suicidal at one point. I talk about all of this in my book. I was so
Mhm.
low and felt so worthless because I had constantly done these things that I felt were sinful and wrong. And I felt like God had abandoned me. He never did, but I felt
Right.
lost because I wasn't living my purpose, and
Mhm.
the struggles were intense. A lot of people deal with
Yeah.
depression, self-hate, self-loathing for whatever reason, whether it's you're
Yeah.
not pretty enough, or you're pretty, so now the expectation is you should do more. That was always my thing.
Right.
It's like I was gifted. I had a mom and a dad. Okay, they died, but most people don't even have a mom and dad, right? I'm so
Sure.
fortunate. So it would be the self-loathing. It was, how dare you think that you can't
Mm.
achieve something because you were given everything, good looks, a good start. And I always idealized my past. I mean, listen, it was a struggle.
Mhm.
My mom was mentally ill. My dad had a lot of anger issues, but my parents always raised me with love, even in the low times. So the
Yes.
biggest thing was getting out of that self-victim mentality. Almost, it's like,
Mhm.
instead of like, oh, woe is me, oh, woe is me, I'm not going to try. It's more like, I tried, I'm just not good enough, which is still
Mm.
a victim mentality. It's still a woe is
Sure.
me. So, all the losses I've faced, I just get back
Yes.
up and keep going. Thank God. I mean, I'm stubborn. I've found the courage. I found the way to just give it over and become vulnerable, become honest, and be
Mm.
like, listen, like I told my boyfriend today, there was something we're planning to go out of the country for a trip and like celebrate our, 1 year anniversary. And I got annoyed at him, and I just left him a voice note, and I said, listen, I'm annoyed today. Like, I'm just frustrated. I don't mean to take it out on you. Because even
Yeah,
those little things are things that I
that's
have
right.
to catch myself. So I know it's a
Yeah.
long answer to that, but the biggest struggles like homelessness, alcoholism, having given my child up for adoption because I was in an abusive relationship, drug dependency, abject poverty. I mean, all of these things that I went through, I don't look at it as those shaped me, yes, but those are not me. Those are
That's
struggles.
right.
I am a winner. I am successful, and I am today.
You are. And this is why in my eyes, Joy, when I respected you as a friend and we've had a lot of fun together, but then reading your book, knowing the depth of those challenges you've overcome, that's when I nicknamed you and started calling you my Queen of Courage.
Oh,
Because when other people read that and see what you've been through, they know they're not alone in those struggles. And, we really work to help people look and find the gift God's giving you in every situation. So I feel like sometimes when people are stuck in a space, and you identified a lot of those challenges, whether it's homelessness or, just depression, or they're afraid to do something, fear limits a lot of people's growth. But when they're looking to move to the next level, like maybe someone wants to be an author, but they're afraid to write a book, or maybe they
right.
want to speak on stages, but they are afraid to reach out or to be on stage because they don't want to be made fun of. Or I
Yes,
think about with you modeling, that takes a lot of courage to be able to put on those amazing clothes and walk down the aisle with your sassy, catwalk
that's true, right?
yeah, like, and just even to be on camera, a lot of people have messages on their heart they want to share, but they're afraid to put themselves out there. So one of the things I think is really cool is I know that you did this amazing course in December. It
Yes.
sold out in January live. So the people who took advantage of that opportunity, it was incredible. I had a blast going through it just because
Thank
you
you.
reminded me. Thank you, Joy. When I went through your Courage course, and if anyone's
Yeah.
excited, like right now, you might just be like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so inspired by the things I've
Oh, and
heard."
the course was
You want
so
to
much
take,
fun. There's
yeah,
there's people I know in the comments who did the
yeah,
course as well, um,
yes.
which is
Piper's
great.
here.
Poppy and
Yeah.
a few other
Well, and if
people
someone
are
wants to do
watching.
it, yeah, they can register. Everybody, just so you know, if at any point you want to jump in, all of Joy's course, it's automated now. You can take
Hmm.
the Courage course, just register by going to courage.joyvilla.com.
That's right.
And
It's
there's
down
a
there.
special sale price for you right there to gift you as her Joy Tribe. She's so excited to share this. It's a gift. For me personally, as a mom, it reminded me of who I was. Like I didn't realize I'd been wearing dark colors and kind of shutting down, and Dre got me wearing bright colors again. You get noticed. And,
Yes.
yeah, just to shine. And my family's complimenting me again on my hair and my makeup and what
Wow.
I'm wearing. So that was a really fun shift, Joy. So all of you moms out there, anyone who maybe you want to take another step in your journey towards achieving your bigger goals, you want to speak on stages, you want to be an author, Joy's Courage course, I highly recommend it. And maybe speak a little bit
Thank
more
you.
to some of the wins, Joy, that some of your clients had going through it.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, first of all, you look amazing. You're wearing your right
Thank
color,
you.
red, because you're warm
Yes.
toned. Are you warm toned? Are you cool toned? I threw that stuff in there because it's so important. Just as far as looks, I get a lot of like successes that people tell me like they like one client, one of my students, he said that he didn't know what he was supposed to wear, so he would get
Yeah.
dressed in like the brown t-shirt or the dark blue t-shirt and jeans. Like that was his staple, right? Like brown,
Yes.
blue, because someone had told him that like that those are the colors you wear, and black. And it was just t-shirts and jeans, t-shirts and jeans. And he actually sent me pictures. I love hearing from my students. And he took the course, and he said that was one of the biggest things because now he knows what colors fit him. Because I literally go
Yes.
down and teach you how to identify, are you warm toned or are you cool toned? Then you can know, look, what is warm tone. Like this guy, he didn't know. A lot of guys don't even know about colors. Women, I think we're a little more tuned because we have to do makeup, and we're
Yes.
kind of like very more like physical focus, and we're more creative in a sense. But this guy had no clue. 27 years old, working a corporate job, and just was been wearing like the plain shirts, the plain stuff. And when he took the course, that was his biggest win, is that he was able to wear bright colors that he now wore designs. I mean, he sent me the after pictures, and he's wearing like a 1950s shirt with like cool designs, and it looks so good on him because he's
That's
smiling,
awesome.
his skin is bright. And let me tell you, do not underestimate the power of knowing what to wear, because I
Mhm.
know some of the comments too are talking about this, because it
Yes.
will help you have that confidence and be able to open the door, whether it's a date,
Yeah.
whether it's a job interview, whether it's a Zoom video call, right? We're doing a lot of those these days. It's a meeting, it's a night out. I know so many people, they're unhappy with what their bodies
Yeah.
look like, and this is not just about like, oh, your body shape, or no, this is how do you bring out your natural beauty, your natural style. And that is
Mhm.
so key, because I have that, not to
Yeah.
brag, but I've had that
I
since I
do.
was a kid, because I'm an artist, and I've had the confidence to just go, sparkly shoes, I'm wearing those. I like
Yes.
them, therefore I can wear them. But not
Right.
everybody has been given permission. So I teach
Sure.
my students, and I'll teach you in the course a few basic key elements on how to establish. Like,
Mhm.
there are some rules, and then of course you can
Yeah.
always break them. But you learn the rules, and then it just opens it up. Like you're warm toned. You're wearing a gorgeous red dress. It's perfect. It's
Yeah.
bringing the color to your face. Like, it's amazing too. So that's just one great thing. Another student of mine actually was closeted and gay. And
Yeah.
he wrote me and said after he took the courage course, it gave him the courage to come out to his
That's
friends
amazing.
and to the
Yeah.
public, which blew my mind. He learned self respect. He said he realized how blessed he actually is. And
Yeah.
he started using all the tools that were offered to him that he already had. Because what I'm doing is, I'm not going to tell you some get rich quick scheme or something you don't know, or I mean, you may not know it, but I'm basically reminding you of truths you did once
Yes.
know. I'm reminding you, and I put it together so that it's simplified and that it's easy. The course is, several hours, but you can do it over a weekend if you want, if you're a high
Mhm.
achiever like me, or you can do it over once a week. When I taught it live, we did it once a week. And there's workbooks in there. And I force you to be introspective, but in a good way. And I take you through techniques that I have learned that literally have helped me from those moments get back up. Because people say, well, how do you do that? How do you stand out so strong
Mhm.
politically in a scene that hates you? How do
Yeah.
you book speaking gigs? How do you hit #1 on the Billboard charts as an independent artist? Well, it stems from these lessons. I'm giving you 4 easy, digestible ways that you can get real success in your life, and you will be successful. You take this course, you're going to gain so much more. And for him, he was blown away. My student was blown away, and it gave him so much courage. Like, not only is he doing better in business, but he came out, this secret he was hiding, who's truly who he is. And
That's right.
that's what I would want for everyone, is to
Yeah.
be who you are. A lot of times we have to erase and get rid of and cut the strings of the lies that people tell us who we're supposed to be, who they want us
That's
to
right.
be, who we thought we were, and the idea that we can't actually achieve what we want because of
That's right.
all of those reasons.
I
So
love it.
I
Yeah.
am so honored. Like, I've been able to mentor a lot of the students who took the course. They came to me and they're like, hey, can you mentor me now? I want to go to the next level, which
Mhm.
is incredible. I'm putting together more courses that go even more in depth. And also the one-on-one mentoring has been so fun. I feel like they're my little babies, and I get
Yeah.
to see them blossom.
That's right. Well, and the part I love is you made this an option that was affordable for people. I tell people for
Yes.
less than a date night out, you could actually take a course that's going to help you be more brave in your life. Take a
Yeah.
step. A lot of people, they feel like if someone would just give me one, like a hand forward and pull me a little bit, then I know I could have a breakthrough on this. And I feel like that's what your course really does. For example, Piper's on here and she said she went through the course with us too. She said it was so inspirational. Everybody needs to take this course. And for her, I'm watching her reach expand, not only in her business.
Yes.
High achievers do awesome in this course because they want to speak on stages. They want to get their works
Mhm.
out there. They want to reach people in a bigger way. And a lot of people don't realize you have to have another level of confidence to
Yeah.
move forward. And that's really what I feel like your Courage course was about, is helping people take that next action step that just ignites that flame. It's like that spark
Yes.
that's, it's okay to be you. Like, have a bigger reach, and
Yes.
simple things you can do right now. Not like a
And like you
traditional
said,
setting.
Trina,
It's
you
fun.
said that is a lot of people are just, they're not given that handout.
That's right.
And this is, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm very successful in what I do. Thank God. I'm blessed every day. I'm happy. I'm healthy. At a young age, I was able
Yes.
to get world success, celebrity status, financial stability, investing. I've learned all these tricks of the trade, and I am the woman that I wanted to be when I was younger. But one of the biggest things I see is everyone's like, get a mentor. Get a mentor,
Yeah.
get a mentor. How do you find a mentor? I would always go like, where are these mentors? I have had mentors along the way, but I've learned and gleaned, like I've read all the books that you could read on relationships, dating, confidence, success, and I continue to do that. I take courses. I have mentors. I pick up the phone and call certain people in my life. And I said, well, I want to be that person to my Joy Tribe, to others out there.
Yes.
I don't care if you're a stay-at-home mom or if you're a successful person in PR, publicity. Like Piper is a publicist.
Right.
She is already successful, but it pushed up her statistics even more. And I saw that she said, when I say in my course, false evidence appearing real, that is what fear is. That was one of her big wins. And I love that, Piper. I'm so glad you're watching today, is that spoke to her. And I'll tell you, that spoke to me as a young 20-something-year-old trying to make it in the music industry. I put that in my song, Get Your Freedom. False evidence appearing real. I had heard that somewhere. I didn't make it up, but I just, like a magnet, it gravitated to me. And it was something that just gave me calm, because I said, just because I'm afraid doesn't mean I shouldn't be doing it. Right? Feel the fear and do it anyways. But you need someone to push you, to help you, to just like help you pull the trigger on it. And I'm that person. Like, call me Big Sister Joy, call me what you want. I'm your girl. I'm here for you. And I wanted to offer this course and my mentorship for anyone at any price budget, because it took a lot of my time to develop it. It took months and months and months. It took my years of gleaning the knowledge and how do you package bravery? That's what I said, like, what is it that I can help people with? And people said, your courage. I want your courage. I said, well, you don't want my courage. You want your own courage. So how do I share what gave me the courage to stand out, stand strong, stand up for my values, my beliefs, liberty, justice, the pursuit of happiness, and how can I give that to you? And that's what this course is.
I love that. And that's the thing, Joy. People ask all the time, they say, if I could just get close to that person, they feel like if they could just, when I went to DC with you, there were all these people and they just wanted to be a part of your circle. This gives them a way that they can do it at their convenience. The nice thing about these kind of courses, you can watch it on your own. You can go through, you get a win when you create the, worksheets, you go through and you build your courage as you go. And then, like you said, for the ones who want that next level, yes, there's opportunities for mentorships. We're going to do some fun retreats together, which I'm super excited.
Goodness.
We're going to plan our first one together. People keep asking, so I'm putting them on the waiting list. And for me, helping people in business, I mentor and consult on creating their own high-paying consulting business, but then helping with retreats. I'm so excited for your audience, because the people who want to have those closer conversations with you, or that intimate time, maybe 12 women, together, or mini conferences with men and women who want to know, how do I become a speaker? How do I get my books out there? What level of confidence does it take? It starts with having enough courage to take the first step. And I'm going to do something and just help you guys be a little bit brave today. If you're feeling a little bit afraid because you want to help more people, but you don't know how to get started, and you wish, like, you don't even have enough courage to get into a business program or enough courage to call a mentor, take the Courage course. Literally register right now. You can go to courage.joyvilla.com. That will help you. Like, be courageous and just take that one step, literally for less than a day out. You can get this win and finish that course. And now you have something in your life that you can say, wow, I actually took a course that a celebrity influencer created for me to make a difference, and then
Yeah,
build on that. Now you're one step closer, and
that's
maybe that
right.
gives you enough confidence to learn more and get to do a mentorship with you. Or maybe
Yes.
that
And I would
starts your
love that.
life, right?
And
Yeah,
I
tell
have
me about one of
all
those
kinds of
wins, Joy.
people. I have
Yeah,
all kinds of
tell me
people
about
like
one of those wins.
in my audience, like in my they're family to me because
Yes.
it's funny because one of the biggest things is investing in
Yeah,
yourself. You will
it's
never
true.
go wrong if you invest in yourself. And maybe some of
That's
you
right.
savvy listeners and viewers right now have heard that. I know my Joy Tribe, I talk about investing, I talk about
Mhm,
bettering yourself,
mhm.
we talk about a lot of different things. I share my story. And, as somebody who is a birth mom, like I am very, passionately for family, for children, and someone who did have a child that is an open adoption. I mean, that
Yeah.
struggle was so hard for me. I'm not gonna lie,
Mhm.
it still can be hard at times, but I have
Sure.
that communication with my daughter, and she has an adopted family that love her, that have raised her, but she also knows me as Mama Joy. And I've shared my story,
Yes,
with People. I've shared my story, People Magazine, with Fox News. It's out there, and it's something that, and with my audience, and in my book, Kick Ass Conservative, it's something that
that's right.
I want to invest in myself so that I have a legacy for her and for my future children. To parents out there, it is not the end. I was told for years that if you have kids,
Mhm.
I've had people in the industry say, "Don't get pregnant and don't get fat." Like I literally had
Oh
someone in a talent agency tell me that. I was like 14 years old, right? And they're like,
my
you want to
gosh.
be an actress, kid? Don't get pregnant, don't get fat." And
Wow.
it's funny because that's the lie. You got to live in LA. You got to live in New York. You got to hustle. You got to grind. You got to be, you got to be six pack abs at all times. And you can't ever, you can't have a family. You got to be single. No, gone are the times where we should be telling women that, or men,
That's right.
because the fact of the matter is, once you have kids, you've created something that is going to stand. You've created a family, a legacy, right? A
That's right.
legend. And I want to be like medieval style. I want my future children to just take over the planet in the best beautiful way possible. Like I want to create just a kingdom of loving, beautiful kids that grow up to be loving, beautiful people that grow up to have loving, beautiful people in their lives. Like it's about replicating, right? Go be
Right.
fruitful, multiply. And that desire hit me at 30 years old. I didn't want kids before then. I loved kids, but I didn't want kids
Yeah.
before then. Now it's one of the strongest things. And I know why. It's because I got success in my life. I hit number one on Billboard. I had toured 35 countries. I had now had, the six-figure income independently, and I was like, well, what else is there? It's
That's right.
family. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm moving towards. And I realize everything I do is moving towards family. And if you already have a family, you have the most beautiful resource, the most wonderful asset. And if you don't, well, then you also have the most beautiful resource and asset, your time. You have time to build for your family. Like I want to leave a legacy for my kids, my future kids, and my daughter that I birthed.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things, is like, I just want to tell anyone out there too, is if you are afraid and told you can't do something, you're too old,
Yeah.
it's too late for you. I know a lot of stay-at-home moms, like they're told, like, you're a mom, that's it. And that is a job, that's a
Mhm.
huge job, but
The huge shock.
you created life. Keep going, create
That's
on your
right.
life now, invest
Yes.
in yourself, because that is the biggest investment you can make for your kids, right? The mask comes down with the plane, and they always say, put the oxygen mask on yourself first and then
That's
your
right.
kid. That's what investing in yourself means. Courses, books. It doesn't just mean
Yeah.
get your hair and nails done, although I haven't done that in a long time now, especially because life has changed. But it
Yes.
really means like health and wellness, exercise, vitamins, taking protein, taking walks, prayer, meditation, music. And that's what this course is a part of. I want this to be one step in helping you get there. And just like Trina said, if you're overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, start here. You know, I've
That's
priced it.
right.
It's at a price that I want people to be able to afford. And it has to be something that is valuable to you, that you're valuable. You get this, you commit to it. You know, you take the time you need to complete it. You do the worksheets. The worksheets will blow your mind. You'll have your own. I suggest get a notebook or print out the worksheets and you can make them into a notebook. But I give you all the tools to get started. And once you get started, I am so confident in that once you just need that head start, like a rocket, it takes more energy to get in the air. Once you're in the air, you're going to fly. You're going to
That's
fly. I
right.
see it every day. My students,
True.
my mentees, they fly.
That's right. And there's something, and people do not get to experience it until they do it. But if you've never invested in yourself in a course, or say you right now you have a cap on your income, if you go and exchange, and let's just say $100, for example, if you go and you buy something that's $100, maybe it's 1 hour of mentoring for $100, you're going to up your confidence and now your ability to charge $100 an hour. It's not magic, but it's because there's this law of exchange. If you're willing to put that much into something or someone else, they're going to be willing to put that much into you. So that's just a huge breakthrough that if people are coming looking for a gold nugget right now, that will serve you so well. And also people might wonder specifically, Joy, in the course, I know there's 4 points specifically you cover: facing fears, which who has fears? It looks like the comments, there's tons of fears people are saying they have. And this is a way to look at handling those. Week 2, you get to realize how good you really are and really get your confidence back. So anybody right now who's listening to this, maybe they feel like somewhere along the way, someone took that from them. Have you had that experience where somewhere in your journey, you feel like you couldn't do it? And so you get to speak from an authentic place to really help people have that breakthrough in your course?
Yes. Oh my gosh. I'll tell you that reminding you, this is why I put this in the course. And this one's a bit of a challenge, you know, and not everybody's going to fly through it. I'm going to challenge you, you know, it's not going to be like easy. But one example I like to tell, this is just very light, but you know, I was told when I got to Hollywood, you know, I was getting into acting. I'm an actress. I'm a theater actress, music, singing, and dancing. So musical theater. Where my musical theater nerds at? What's up?
Yes.
Comments. And I love all the comments, by the way. Keep posting, you guys. If you guys are ready for this, I want you guys to just drop an emoji, drop an explosion emoji. I want to see people drop an explosion emojis. If you like what you're hearing and you're ready to change your life and like, go for it, get the courage, stand up for your beliefs, your values, you know, to get that energy back, to wake up and be like, I'm ready to rock. Then I want to see explosion emojis. I want to see them throughout the comments. But one of the things is when I came, and I was raised in Santa Barbara and we go to Manhattan often. So I'm very much a New Yorker at heart. And really, I've lived in New York a long time, currently traveling. But I told this guy, I said, he's like, what do you do? And I was like, I'm an actress. I was like 18 years old. And I see some explosions. That's awesome. And I said, I'm an actress. And he goes, well, what have you done? And immediately my energy goes, oh, and I go, well, he goes, okay, then you mean you're trying to be an actress. You're not one yet.
Yes.
I'm telling you that an artist know what I'm talking about. But if you're an entrepreneur, you're a business person, or even if you want to use, if you're trying to start a family, if you're trying to go after and you're trying to date, people are like, no, you can't date, or LA's a terrible city, or Cincinnati's a terrible city. You know, there's always these doubts. People are going to tell you that. Yeah, someone just bought the course. They're all in. Oh, that's so exciting.
Go, Kathy.
Yes, I love it. My producer's bringing up the comments. Yes, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're all in. I'm seeing explosions. I'm seeing it all in. If you bought the course, I want you to say it because I want that comment to be up there. That is, you are in a community right now. So Joy Tribe, you get into the inner circle. My confidence course, you know, mentees, my students, you guys are so close to my heart. You're like my babies and I love you. So just know you have access to me for this course. You have access to my team to help walk you through any issues you have. You are not alone. If you take anything from this, I want you to know you're not alone. Whether you buy the course or not, you're not alone. You always have this option here. But I mean, I'm telling you, now's the time. It's the beginning of the year. You know, it's February. You know, let's get rocking at the time of this recording, right? Yeah, but you know, let's get rocking. So what that guy did to me though is he tried to make me seem like I'm not what I said I am. And I know you're going to get that in your life. but I had a simple handling. I handled him, and I reveal that in the course, like how to handle people who say that to you and what can you do. And that is knowing how good you really are. And I tell you how to remind yourself, because I'm going to remind you of how good and talented you actually are. You need reminding.
Yes.
And I've done a lot of courses, a lot of training. I've had a lot of, education on this. This is who I am today. And I'm going to take everything I've learned that works. I put it in this course. Everything that doesn't work, I throw it away. And one of the things I have not heard enough of is remind me of how good I am. Like, I need to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
I need to remember that I have all the tools, that I am ready. And it might sound like, well, then why do I need your course if you're telling me I'm already ready? Because you're going to go through a journey where you're going to know that you're ready, so that when you dip down, when you get depressed, when something, you put your money into an investment and it goes down, or you start your business and it fails, you're going to have the ability to get back up and do it again. Elon Musk, Oprah Winfrey, Donald Trump, any of these successful billionaires out there who have succeeded in life, they lost along the way. The secret is not never lose. The secret is lose and keep going. And that's what you're going to get from this course. I guarantee you are going to know how to keep going. And if you're not, you can email me and we'll work it out, because I'm here to make sure your success is my success.
That's right. And I want to hit comments here. Yeah, people are blowing up. They're buying the course. Kathy said she went through and got the bonus essays too. Joy has these amazing essays that are going to serve you so well, and you only get to read them as this one-time special offer in there. So if you jumped on that, you're going to love that. The other thing is, somebody said, what do you do if you already have the confidence? So from a business consulting side, I just want to share this with you. Some people want to say, hey, yes, that's right. He wants to know what do I do if I already have the confidence? A lot of people want to say, how do they just jump to the front, right? You want to go in and work with Joy directly and mentor now, or you want to do a higher tier program. Here's the thing. You have to do this course first, because you need this first win to lay the foundation. So many people want to jump to the top, but they're missing, like in yours, the action is the secret. And it shows, Joy, that you have decided to commit to yourself enough. At the end, when you complete the program, you actually get to talk to one of her lead consultants. So then you can, if you qualify for a mentorship, if you've shown you actually are determined enough and have been able to put in the effort to at least complete the Courage course, then you're going to be ready for the next step of a mentorship, or the 6-week course you're doing live, Joy. That's like a sneak peek at coming out. It's going to be amazing. Or the retreats. But there is like that barrier to entry. You have to show some commitment first, because Joy can't work with everybody. You guys, look how many people. She has over 500,000 fans. She can't. There's not enough time in her day
now. Over 1 million now.
Over 1 million. Yeah. So that's why, with the Courage course and these automated courses you're doing, you can serve over 1 million people at the same time, but you have that inner circle of people for your mentorship. So, just to educate people, not everybody knows that.
I got to tell you too, exactly.
20 years experience.
This isn't going to be for everybody. Not everybody's going to be able to achieve what they want to achieve. And some of you guys still have those doubts. Some of you are saying, well, I don't have the money, or I don't have the time. It's always those two things. I'll tell you, those have been barriers to me, and I have smashed those barriers, because I realized every single person I talk to gives me one of those two. It's either if you have the money, you're always like, I don't have the time. If you have the time, you're like, I don't have the money. Well, let me tell you, if you are trapped in that thinking, you need to smash that thinking right now. And I mean, if you're not, I'm not here to tell you you have to buy my course. No, because maybe it's not for you. This is for if it's calling you. If this is calling you, this is something that you've been praying about, thinking about, dreaming about, success, going after what you want, achieving something, being able to achieve, like being able to wake up in the morning and know your purpose, your dreams, your goals, and also be able to feel confident and courageous. It's not just feeling confident, it's doing it. That's why the action, action. I talk about action. That's the last step on this Courage course, is I help you get into action, and I give you specific things to do. So for the person who said that they already have the confidence, which I love, confidence is half the battle, but confidence and courage are not the same thing. Confidence is part of it, but you can be very confident. How many of you guys have gone on first dates where you're extremely confident, but you still don't get the kiss at the end or the second date at the end. Somehow, all your
That's
confidence
right.
did not get you that date, that second date, right? Especially the guys know what I'm talking about. So
Yeah.
confidence is great, but courage could be the difference between, not getting the second date and getting the second date, or having the courage to say, okay, I actually don't even want a second date. So I'm going to
That's
go do something proactive for myself. I'm going to go better myself. I'm going to go out
yeah.
there and exercise or eat right for me, or watch a funny movie to make me laugh, because I don't need that second date to feel better. I have the courage to go into my own thing. So you see the
That's
difference.
right.
So you can have false confidence. We hear fake it till you make it. I break that down in what I really actually want to teach, because I don't teach fake it till you make it. To an extent, it's true, but that's not that's not going to give you the courage, because you can fake it till you make it at a party or at a first date or at an interview. But how do you fake it till you make it once you get the job? You can't fake
Right.
having the skills to continue, right?
No.
But courage is going after the skills you need to continue the job, asking for help when you need it. But not everyone's going to be able to do that. Sounds great on paper. I'm going to give you tools to actually have the courage to continue. So if you have the confidence, great. You're like 20% there. Confidence is fantastic. I want to see explosions, by the way. If you guys like what I'm saying, if this is speaking to you, I want to see explosions in the house, Joy Tribe. I want to hear comments from people who are buying the course or thinking of buying it, or maybe, maybe it's not speaking to you, fine. But I'll tell you, and I'm so glad Trina's here, because Trina also, she is such a teacher and a mentor. And I did her course that really helped me with my business and mentorship too. And some of you guys might be ready for the next step. So you take this course, zoom through it, and let's get the next step. I mean, it is invite only to be able to get mentorship. You will speak to a lead consultant. They'll see where you're at. Some of you guys are not ready for it. If you're not ready, you're not ready. But I'll tell you,
That's
a lot of you guys are thinking you're not ready, but you actually are. You actually just need someone to tell you permission, give you permission. And here's the sign. I'm giving you permission to have courage, to do that, to start that blog, to start that YouTube channel, to start that business, okay, to go after what you want. I am here giving you that permission. And if you want to learn the skills that is going to take you from just, I feel good, and then tomorrow I'm sinking back down, go down, you know where to go, courage.joyvilla.com. And I'm here for you. My help is your help. And I love this. I'm building a family. I'm building a tribe. I'm building a crew of winners that takes it from this year to the next year. And there will be more products coming out to help you. And I want to take you guys with me. Lots of exciting things going on. And I've got a team to do it with me. So yeah.
That's great. And it's an amazing journey. And oh my gosh, you're having the sweetest comments. Thank you, everybody who's come in. Oh wow, a kiss from Scotland. Thank you for everybody checking in. Just fabulous people showing up today. I think when people really think about courage, if you think of like the Wizard of Oz, there was that lion, and on the outside he looked like a lion, but inside I think everybody has fears. And what we want to do is just call those out and say, you know what? I'm just going to help you guys get a breakthrough right now. I've spent 10 years doing life coaching at the highest level, and then the last 20 as a business consultant and educationally.
Wow.
You look at those stories of your life, and when you say something like, I don't have the money, or if you say, I can't do that, whatever it is, really look and see, because that's probably not your voice. It's probably someone else's voice who got limiting belief on you. So as you see, wow.
That poverty mindset. We got to break that poverty mindset.
That's right.
And it gets you mindset says, I don't have the money to invest in myself, so I'm going to go buy a Starbucks cup of coffee because it makes me feel better. I'm going to go get my nails done. I'm going to go, buy, I'm going to go play video games, or I'm going to go stuff my face with junk food. Not that any of those things necessarily are bad on their own, but if you're using that to replace, like me, I used to drink. I used to drink and party. I was Miss Popularity. I didn't even drink as much alcohol as some people, but I had to take a drink of alcohol. It made me feel all sparkly. And then I would go and just dance the night away instead of investing those hours and that money into myself. I wasted a lot of time. I don't want you guys wasting a lot of time. It's never too late though. I don't care if you're like, you're on your deathbed tomorrow. You can make a difference today.
That's right.
Don't use that.
It's so true. It's so true.
Right? It's never too late. Trina, you're 40 years old.
It's never too late. And I want to share a quick story with any of you who are on the fence right now. Maybe you want to jump into Joy's course because you know you want to learn something, but you don't even have the courage right now to click the button or get in the course. I have a client. I will always remember her. She was the most amazing person. She struggled with high anxiety. She was very fearful. She was a photographer, but she never charged for her services. And she really wanted a mentorship with me. And it was going to be $2,000 for her to get in this mentorship. And she's like, I don't have that money. She goes, but you know what? I'm going to find a way. And I was like, well, people either have resources or they're resourceful. So if you really want to be in the course, save you a spot for a week. I kid you not, she went around her house, she found a guitar in her house that she didn't use anymore, sold the course, and showed up 4 days later and paid in full $2,000 to get in a mentorship with me to help her build her business. And she is doing amazing. Joy, she has her work in like art galleries in Hawaii now. She opened her own photography studio and fine art gallery.
Oh
blowing it up because she took that leap and said, I'm going to take 5 seconds of courage right now and believe in myself. Like people could do if they register for your course, courage.joyvilla.com right now, you guys can get in. It's not even going to be close to that. Your first mentorship is not $2,000. It's less than a date night. You could look around your house right now and sell something to get in this course and get an upward spiral going in your life. And I just want to help you see it's a limiting belief. If you think you don't have the money, it's a limiting belief because you can create anything you want in this life. You're a powerful creator. When I was so sad and down in grief, wondering how am I going to pay my son's costly medical bills now with type 1 diabetes, I would not wish it on anyone. It is very, very expensive, but I love my little boy and I would do anything. So I moved. I sought better ways to earn more income, be more efficient, and meeting amazing people like you, Joy, so we can spread these messages and help people.
Yes.
So for someone who needs that courage, work with Joy. It's going to be amazing. It's going to change your life. Right now, stars, if you sign up and let us know, go to courage.joyvilla.com.
That's right.
And Joy,
this is so awesome. Trina, thank you so much for interviewing me on my channel, on your podcast, on being here. And thank you everyone, Joy Tribe, for being here. All the live comments. If you're watching the replay, thank you for watching the replay. I'm just so honored to be a part of this family, to be here, to be able to have been gifted gifts by God above, and to be able to share those gifts and make the world a better place. That's what we're here for, and we can do it. And Trina, you are fantastic. Trina has helped me so much in my life, and she is a gem. So, yes, I can't wait to hear the podcast when it comes back out. But thank you.
Yes, excited
to everybody, Joy Tribe.
Yes, thank you so much for being on the podcast, Joy, and all of our audience today. We hope you enjoyed this. We hope it served you well. So excited to be able to hear your wins as you go to Joy's course. Again, it's there for you as a gift for less than a date night out. Go to courage.joyvilla.com. Joy, so wonderful to see you. I love you, my friend. Have an amazing day.
I love you too, Trina. Yes, okay. I'll see you guys. Bye, courageous kings and queens. I'll see you guys in my course. I cannot wait. Bye.